What is going on, guys? I'm Consumer Tech Review, and today we're doing a review and installation and unboxing of the Nanoleaf Hexagons. And if at any point during the video, if you want to check out these exact same Nanoleafs, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys, but let's jump into it. All right, so you may have noticed this is the new desk setup design. If you guys are new here, this is brand new, very cool. So the design that we're gonna be doing is above the desk right here, and I'm just gonna do a minimalistic design. That's kind of what I'm feeling. But when you get the Hexagons, you can get two different products. You can get the starter pack, which comes with 7 of the actual Hexagons, and then obviously the power brick and everything you're gonna need to set this up. So this is just a one-stop shop, but then you can buy 3 more of these. It comes with all the things you need to mount them and connect them. And you can just buy 3 of them individually if you already have this one, if you wanna add on some sort of design. That way you can build out whatever you'd like. All right, but let's unbox these. One thing of tape on the top, some on the bottom, and then that comes right off there like that. All right, so in the box, these are some designs that they give you by how many there are. So if you have 9 of them, you can do this. If you have 12, you can do that. If you have the 7, just the starter pack, you can do all of those designs. We are doing none of these designs. We're basically just doing a really minimalistic one. So they give you a bunch of inspiration ideas, which is pretty cool. This is just the quick start guide. So this is for mounting all of the Nanoleafs to the wall. So that's very good. And then we have all of the Nanoleafs separately in here, which is really nice. So you got 7 of them in there. They're all separated by plastic, not to scratch each other of them. So really good. Now we also have all of the connectors here. This is how you link all of these together on the wall. And yeah, so that's everything in the box. Now in the expansion pack, you're just gonna have 3 of those, and then you're gonna have all the connectors and everything you need in there. But let's get to mounting these on the wall. First, what I'm gonna start with is lay the design out on the desk before I put it up on the wall so that I know that I like it. Okay, so now we're gonna lay these out kind of how I want the design. Obviously, we don't have the connectors on here just yet. We're gonna wait until they're actually on the wall. We're placing them on the wall to do that. Okay, so after you get all the Nanoleafs out, you have the big power brick that's gonna connect to everything. That just slides in there so you can plug it in. And then you have the little control module that, again, just connects like every other Nanoleaf in there. So you have the different buttons. They're all touch sensitive. All right, now because of my desk width, this is kind of the design I wanna go for. I don't really wanna go longer than this, but since I have 3 more in the expansion pack, I'm gonna kind of go through and see if some other designs would work. All right, so the expansion pack is similarly packed. Take off this sleeve right here. And again, in a brown cardboard box. More of the Nanoleaf designs you can do right there. Another little quick start guide. And then you have 3 more of the Nanoleafs with 3 more connectors, which is really nice. Now that I have my design, this is kind of the design I want. Now we have to measure the wall. We're gonna have to draw in there with a pencil. Not too much work, just centering everything, getting everything straight. All right, guys, I've removed most of the stuff off of the desk just so I can have better access to the wall. Now we've made a few marks. You probably won't be able to see them. We made one there, which is the bottom leftmost side. And then we've made a series of marks. There's one here, there's one here, there's one here, and then this is the rightmost point. So those are all gonna be the bottom of this design. So how they make these, if these aren't perfectly straight, it should be a little bit okay when we mount them because they can turn a little bit. So once we mount them, if they're slightly crooked, we should be able to just turn them on the wall. So that shouldn't be much of a problem. But yeah, let's get into it. Start putting them on the wall. A little bit stressful, but not too bad, especially because of the whole mounting mechanism. It should be pretty easy. Now, again, before we do it, we look down at our design and we're gonna take our connector pieces here, get those out of there, and then we gotta put one right here because that's where we're going to be connecting another piece. So that easily just snaps right in there. Very strong, very tight, and then it's gonna go right on the wall just like this. All right, guys, now that we're ready to do it, we're gonna put the adhesive on the back here. So how we do this is we're gonna put this onto this piece right here. And we're gonna leave one little edge peeking out so that we can remove these without taking the paint off of the wall. So there we go. And then again, remember, this is where our edge is, so it's gonna go right like that. So it's gonna go against the wall flat like that. All right, putting on the first panel. You set it against the wall and then you rub with a closed fist, just like that. You're supposed to do this for 30 seconds. I don't know if we're gonna quite do it that long, but maybe we'll do it for 20 seconds. All right, now if you were mounting your own, if you're gonna have a power cord on this side, you would have had to put the power connection on this side, but we're gonna put it all the way over on the right side just because that's where all of my power is. Yeah, first one's on the wall nicely. All right, connecting the second panel. The second panel is on the wall. Looking pretty good so far, but again, 30 seconds on there and then rinse and repeat. All right guys, now that they're all aligned on the wall, it's a little bit off, but literally by so little that you can't see it. And I have OCD, so pretty easy to mount. They're very easy to mount. These are probably easier than the triangles to mount. So if you do have a little bit of anxiety about mounting them on your wall, these are definitely gonna be easier. On the end, we did connect the control module as well as the power, which is gonna be routed flat against the wall like that. So as you see, when it's gonna be straight against the wall, you're barely even gonna see it. But let's plug these in right now and see how they look. And there we go. A few of them are on right now. The menu system is doing its magic right now. And there we go, they're all lit up. Whoa, those are actually really bright. That looks really good. Wow, that is so cool. Okay, so it looks like these are on now. This is the brightness right here. As you can see, that's all the way up. Those are so vibrant. Wow, really impressed. I mean, you've seen these on YouTube before and all over the place, but these are really, really vibrant. And they're also touch sensitive, which is so cool. That just adds a little bit of coolness to it. That is cool. All right, I turned some of the lights off just so you can see these a bit better, but that looks so good. Let's go through some of the different modes. That's like a red one, really cool vibes. And again, this touch sensitive stuff is so cool. That's a green vibe, really, really cool. I like how they have all this like preset. That's kind of like an aqua-y. It looks like this is the rainbow one. Very cool, wow. Super bright. This is gonna add so much to the setup. I'm really excited to have this on the back, just looking awesome. But yeah guys, unbelievably bright. I mean, look at that, just so bright. And I love that these are touch sensitive. I mean, that's just so cool. It just adds a layer of epicness. But I'm gonna put all this stuff back on my desk because right now it looks absolutely terrible. And then we're gonna kind of do some cool B-roll shots and talk more about the features of these things and if it's worth it to buy them because they are a little bit expensive. All right guys, so now the Nanoleafs are up there. We got the setup going. Everything's looking really nice. Cable management needs to be done a little bit. However, they look really, really cool. All right, now let's go over some of the features of them. Let's just show a couple of them really quick that are not on the app because there's a ton of stuff going on with the app. First, touch sensitive, which is cool, just a little party trick. Someone comes over, you could show it to them. Secondly, you have all of the stuff. You got the on and off, all touch sensitive buttons right there. You can decrease brightness pretty fast, quickly, and increase brightness. A lot of increments between these. Now, as well as that, this is just gonna cycle through all the modes that are on there. So you can go through a bunch of different modes. Those are kind of funky. And when you do cycle through all your modes, custom modes will actually come up through those as well. So that's really cool. But yeah, now that we've talked about all of that, let's talk about the app because it's pretty cool. Okay, so on the app, if you have a bunch of these, you can look at all of them, but this is this design. It actually shows the design there. You get to position it correctly, and that makes a huge difference to everything. So this is actually a custom one that I made. It's a pink and teal one. And I'll show you how to do all of that. So first, you can turn on and off them very easily. That's always nice to have. Obviously, you can connect this also to Amazon and Google Assistant. You can also do it to Siri, which is really cool. Okay, so let's go through it. They have a couple preset modes. They have daylight, which is just pretty basic. They have warm white, reading light. Then they have a bunch of preset modes. There's blaze. They got a lot of really cool ones, cotton candy. There's also date night, which I really like. That one looks really, really nice. So there's both ones that are for music and that are just kind of vibey, and there's also solid ones, but let's go through how to actually make these. Okay, so if you wanna just do a basic one, you just click that and then it will change it. As you can see, let's say we wanted to do a dark blue. You just change it to a dark blue, click save, and then you're pretty much done. That's all you need to do. You can change it to a green, whatever color you want, change the hue inside of that. You know, there's tons of stuff to do with that. Okay, but let's say you want to do something a little bit bigger. You click scene right here, paint new scene. You then click add new one. And so let's say we want a couple different colors. You want to do red. Okay, then we're gonna add like an orangey. Let's add that one as well. And then maybe like a lighter hue of pink and an even lighter hue of pink. Okay, then we click save. Name this like reds. Now after that, we can go through and see all of it. There's the one that we just created, the reds one. So we're gonna click on that one and then you can go through and actually paint them. So you could paint each individual one different shades and hues of that red. So if I wanted orange in there, you can see I can paint all of the different areas the separate colors that I want. But let's say we want to do something a little bit more exciting. You can go here and you can actually click their preset settings, which is gonna take all of these different colors that I have up here, and then it's gonna cycle them. So burst is gonna have a different mode. Let's say we want sound, which is gonna, right? So it's gonna affect that a little bit. But then we have flow, which does another different kind of effect, which then cycles through them. Now, my personal favorite is the random one. It just kind of does random colors throughout it, and I think it looks really good. But the baseline is it's insanely quick and intuitive and fast to customize the Nanoleafs, like really fast and easily to make it look really good, which is really, really cool. And it's something that is really needed for something like these Nanoleafs, but they did it and they came through on it, and the app works really, really well. So yeah, the price tag is fairly high, but these are definitely something where you're gonna use for a long time, many, many years to come. I'm currently in a townhouse and these are safe if you're renting. So even though they are pretty expensive, they are very high quality and the app works incredibly well. So I would definitely recommend them if you have the money. Again, guys, if you wanna check out these exact same Nanoleafs, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys. But yeah, these things are absolutely awesome. You will see them in every single desk setup video when it's behind me because they just look so cool. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out, help me out and throw a like below. And if you enjoy other videos like this, I've been doing a lot of RGB style stuff recently, so you might enjoy some of the videos on my channel. But yeah, this was Consumer Tech Review, and I'll see you guys in the next video.